So hello everyone. So let's begin with the topic of ratio and proportions. First we'll see what is the ratio, then move towards proportion, then we'll solve the questions asked in various competitive exams. So I've written the definition. It is the ratio is the comparison of two quantities in same. That is same means unit of measurement should be same. That is you can find the ratio of weights of two people. Suppose there are two persons. One person's name is Abhishek, okay, and one more person is Naveen, right? So his weight is 80 kg. So his weight is 60 kg. So we can these are two same quantities, so we can compare them. We cannot compare height of this person with weight of this person, so that is not the right thing. We have to compare like quantities, so it is a comparison of the same, and it is same as fraction, okay. It is just we can express fractions into ratios, ratios into fractions. That is okay. Let's say there are okay, let's take the weight only. Let's say there is one person, Rahul, whose weight is 50 kg, and there is one more person, Rohit, whose weight is 100 kg, right? So how will we write this as ratio? 50 by 100. So cancel out zeros, 0 0 is cancel, 5 ones are 2s, so 1 by 2. We can write it as this way, 1 by 2 ratio of Rahul's weight to Rohit's weight. So what does this mean? 1 by 2, Rohit's weight is 2 times of that of Rahul. So you can write it as fraction, or if you want to write it in ratio, you can write it as 1:2, or you can also write it as 1:2. So there are the three ways you can write this. And the next point is ratio should not be written in decimal form. So this is a wrong way of writing it. 1.5:2. No. You can write it in fractions. When you write it in fractions, you will again be able to get the whole number, right? So now 3/2:2. What you do? You can multiply both by 2 into 2 is to 2/2. So 2 gets cancelled. It becomes 3:4. So you can again get a whole number there. So never write it in decimal. You can write it in fraction. Next, so there are the two terms. The first term is known as antecedent, and the second term is known as consequent. So these are the two names we have to remember. Not much of you can just remember. So nothing special about these for explanation. If you go through the Wikipedia definitions of these also, antecedent is something which comes before, consequent is something which comes after. So that's the simple meaning of those. So just we'll understand more about this while solving the problems. Now this much is enough. Now there are two types of ratios, okay. You might find it in some textbooks, but most textbooks have not found mentioning about this. But let's just for the sake of knowing, let's see what it is. There are two types of ratios. Ratios are of two types, right? These two types. So first one is known as part-whole ratio. Other one is known as part-part ratio. So part-whole ratio, let's look at the definition. Part of whole to the whole. Other one is part of whole to another part of whole. So I know you did not understand anything. Let's take an example. Let's say we have a class. Okay, we have a class where we have 10 boys. Okay, 10 boys, 20 girls. So totally we have 30 students, right? 30 students in the class. So now if I find ratio of boys to girls, what will be ratio of boys to girls? 10 by 20, 0 0 gets cancelled, 1:2. So here what I am saying, so these are two parts which make up the total students as a whole. So when I take ratio of part to parts here, part of the whole to another part of whole, leave out the next all the words, just concentrate on the underlined words. Part. So when I take part of whole to another part of whole, right? So boys is a part, girls is a part, which gives us to the whole, gives us the whole students. So when I take these two ratios, it's known as part to part ratio. Now if I take ratio of boys to the total number of students, okay, so what it will be? 10 upon 30. 0, 0 gets cancelled, 1 is to 2. So when we compare the number of boys to total number of students in the class, so total number of students are 3 times to the ratio compared to the boys. So what we compared here, part, so part to the whole, students, whole. So when we compare, so we have 2 parts, boys and girls are parts, which give us the whole part, students. So when we compare boys to girls, it is part to part comparison, so it's known as part to part ratio. When I compare boys to students, that is we are comparing a part to the whole, so it is known as part to whole ratio. Even if you compare girls to the number of students, it will give us it will be part to whole. So this is enough for theoretical basis. In next video we'll study some theory related proportion, then we'll straight away go to the problems. I'll be taking the problems which have been previously asked, so it will be a revision, and also we'll be solving the questions that have already been asked. So these questions are chosen in such a way that all the basic theoretical points have been covered. So when you are answering it in some examinations, it will be just modifications of those questions. So everything will be covered. So don't worry. In the next we'll see proportion, then start with problems. Thank you.